When it comes to using Bitcoin privately, there are many facets to that, not the least of which is how you obtain your Bitcoin. If you're using a KYC'd exchange, that information can be stored and potentially accessed by a number of different people. Today we're going to be taking a look at Robosats. This is a Tor-based peer-to-peer Bitcoin marketplace where you can obtain or sell Bitcoin privately. I am Ben with the BTC Sessions, and this is your daily session.
Hodl the Bitcoin.
Before we get going here, of course, shout out to sponsors of the show, Shakepay.com. Of course, this is a tutorial about non-KYC sats, but if you are using some of your dollars to obtain Bitcoin, this is an easy way to do it in Canada. Of course, they take e-transfers, super easy, very quick, no fees in terms of deposits and withdrawals. And if you use the link down below, they'll give you $100, or after your first $100 purchase, they'll give you $30 for free. Now, if you're not using KYC exchanges, still worth checking out their Satsback Visa card, easy way to spend your dollars and earn back some Bitcoin. Just when it gets to a certain threshold, maybe be sure to coin join that stuff. Moving on here, we have LEDN.io. They allow you to use your Bitcoin for a variety of different services. In particular, if you're in a pinch and you need to get your hands on dollars, but you don't want to sell your Bitcoin because that's a taxable event, and maybe you're worried about having to buy back in at a higher price, here you can deposit Bitcoin, get a loan of dollars to your bank account within 24 hours. And when you pay back those dollars, you get back the same amount of Bitcoin. They also have savings accounts for Bitcoin and USDC. And if you're feeling bullish, they've got their B2X offering. Be sure to check them out. Now, Bitrefill, it helps me live on Bitcoin super easy because you can pick up any gift card that you please in a ton of different countries, and you pay using Bitcoin, either on-chain or Lightning Network. You earn sats back as you shop, and you can earn some additional sats back by using their referral program. Links are down below. Keystone is one of my favorite and most used hardware wallets, and I love it because it's totally air-gapped, and that means you never plug it into anything internet connected. It's all done offline via QR code, and that keeps the keys to your money safe and away from internet connections. I highly recommend you upgrade to the Bitcoin-only firmware, as then it works beautifully with things like Blue Wallet, Sparrow, Spectre. It's also really great in a multi-sig arrangement, so be sure to check out Keystone. I do have a full tutorial on it as well. And finally, if you're backing up any important Bitcoin wallet, be sure to get that seed phrase in solid steel. Pieces of paper, do not cut it, guys. You know, water damage, fire damage. I've also heard horror stories of people just accidentally discarding their paper because, well, it's just that, a piece of paper sitting around the office. Steel gets rid of those worries, and this is how I back up my important Bitcoin wallets. You can grab a BillFodl over at privacypros.io. And with that, let's dive into the tutorial. So to use Robosats, you're gonna need a few things. So let's go through a quick list of prerequisites. First of all, to find Robosats itself, even just a quick Google search, you will see their GitHub pop up right away at the top spot. And the GitHub is here. So at the top, you're gonna see the repository here. But if you scroll down a little bit, they give you the URL that allows you to access Robosats, the website, on Tor. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Tor, you're going to need, basically it's an entirely different browser that is private. You can download that at torproject.org/download, and really easy, you just get it for whatever system you're on. I'm on a Mac, so that's the Tor browser that I have. But basically, all you're gonna need is Tor Browser and the website, which I said is listed right here. Now, we're also gonna be using Lightning because the Bitcoin transactions that are done on Robosats is all via Lightning Network. And so I would recommend maybe utilizing Muun Wallet. I like it because it is non-custodial. You hold your own keys, and it's super easy to use. So I do have a full tutorial on Muun Wallet. I will link that in the show notes. But today, because I'm on desktop and demoing everything here, I'm going to be using one that's easier to use on desktop. I'm going to be using Blue Wallet. Now, Blue Wallet, the Lightning side of it at least at the time, is custodial. So just keep that in mind while we're demoing here. Maybe lean towards Muun if the custodial idea of Lightning is not for you, which even for me, I prefer to use Muun in that instance. But everything will be the same in terms of how we send and receive the transactions, even if you're using Muun. So just keep that in mind. The last thing that you might want is Telegram. So if you're on mobile or if you're on desktop, you can just download Telegram and create an account. But this can give you notifications if you're going to be stepping away for a little bit and you want to be notified if your offer has been accepted or something has changed on Robosats. It can let you know with a bot there. And I'll show you where that can be applied when we get into it. So quick summary, you're going to need to get a Tor browser. You're going to need the website right here listed on their GitHub, and you're going to need a Lightning wallet, probably Muun or Blue if you want to do it exactly as I'm doing here. And we're going to be diving into this right now. So here we are with Tor Browser open. I'll give you a little tease of what Robosats looks like, but I've bookmarked it here, and we'll go to it now and we'll see what it looks like as the website boots up. So right away, it's going to generate you a NIM, a token, basically a profile that is going to be used only for this trade. The best idea, or the best way to utilize Robosats is one profile equals one trade, and you don't need to ever use it again. However, you can store the information about your NIM by hitting the copy button, and then just opening up like a text file and saving it. Okay, so I'll just, I'm gonna open a text file, bring it over here, and I'll just paste in that information. Now, why am I doing this if I just said I'm only ever going to use it once? Well, if anything happens, if your browser shuts down, if your computer shuts down, or the page refreshes, then all of the information about what you were doing, about your trade, even if you're halfway through it and you've already sent money, that information will be lost if you do not save the information associated with this particular trade profile. So you want to just have it saved as a file somewhere, just in case anything goes wrong. For instance, we'll reload the Robosats website. It's going to give me an entirely different profile right off the bat. However, if I go back and I copy that information and I replace it down below, if I hit enter, then it brings back my original profile that I had. So it's good to just have that information placed off to the side just in case anything happens, and then you will be safe. So I'll just minimize that and I'll keep that off here. And now we can proceed to go and investigate what exactly is on this website. How do we navigate it? So just a quick overview here. You are going to have an easily identifiable username up top, again, temporary. You're going to have a unique image, an avatar here that is generated when you generate your NIM. You're also going to have this token that we already saved. If you want a different one, then you simply can click the little dice here. It'll create a brand new NIM for you. Down below, you have three buttons: make order, info, and view book. So to make an order, this is where you are buying or selling Bitcoin. You set all your parameters, and we'll go through all of this momentarily. So pretty much you're just you're making an order to sell. You can also customize it here. We'll go through that in a second. Info, again, this is all about Robosats. If you want to dive deeper into it, you can. And then view book, these are all of the orders that people have made. This is still a relatively new website. Hopefully this video will help draw more people to using it. But it basically breaks down, hey, here's somebody that has put up an offer. They are buying or selling, and then there's a list of types of payment methods that they're willing to use. And you can scroll over to see buyer, seller, and see who's available on the website. if I go back to the beginning here, again, down at the bottom, you have stats. So this says there's 10 orders for buying. There's 3 orders for selling. There are 99 plus active robots today. And the average premium right now is around 5.34%, which I've got to say, for non-KYC sats, that's pretty damn good. I see higher fees regularly on Bitcoin ATMs, and so to have an even more private method of getting Bitcoin, just over 5%, that's really not bad, especially when the price of Bitcoin can fluctuate way more than 5% even in a given day. Down at the bottom, there's community and support leaks, there's settings, all that kind of stuff. By the way, if you click any of these stats down below, it will bring up just a summary of everything that's going on. There is a small fee, like fractions of a percent, like 0.025% for a maker fee, 0.175% is a taker fee. And then information about yourself, the little nim in the bottom left-hand corner. It shows, again, any active orders, anything that you may have. And there is rewards and compensations if you do want to share your link. And I think I'll share that in the show notes here if you guys care to use it. Maybe I'll just save that. But again, you can earn 100 sats per trade. So, you know, not a lot, but that's awesome. That's a nice little way to, I imagine, temporarily encourage people to utilize the website. So with that, let's dive in and actually start using this thing. So the first thing we're going to do is, again, we'll take a look at how you could go in and make a purchase or a sale via the order book. So let's do that right now. On the main screen here, if you click on View Book, you're going to see all of the different offers that are available based on what you want to do. So you can specify up above, if I put any, these are buys and sells, and it'll show me all of them. But if I break it down to, well, hey, I want to buy, well, it will show me the people that are offering Bitcoin for sale. And I can see that there's some people accepting British pounds, euros, and Canadian dollars, and their payment methods are either Revolut, which I don't think is available in Canada, or the Canadian one here, Interac e-Transfer. Now, full disclosure, off screen, I did try to take this offer and kind of waited around for about an hour, but there wasn't a response, and I want to get this thing rolling. So we're going to be creating our own offer. And same thing on the opposite side of it. If I wanted to sell some Bitcoin, here's all the offers available here. You see a lot of different options, and again, different payment methods, N26, Bizum, I'm not even sure what that is, but Amazon gift cards, that's a pretty universal one that most people can get access to. Halcash, Rebellion, there's a lot of different options on here. However, I'm not going to be taking an offer. If I did, I would just click on, you know, the one I wanted to take, and it would show accepted payments, and then I can hit take order, and it will start taking me through that process. However, we're going to go back to the very beginning, and we're actually going to make our own order. And for this one, we're going to be buying some Bitcoin. So I'm going to hit make order, and then it says, do you want to buy or sell? Well, I want to buy. Now, you can have a specific amount. I can say, hey, I want to buy $50 US worth of Bitcoin. And then it says, what is your payment method? And if you click in here, you can kind of scroll through. There's a lot of different options here. But in particular, I'm going to go with an Amazon gift card because I believe that kind of opens me up to the most people. All right. Now, here is the premium over market. Now, we saw previously 24 hours around 5.39% is the average. So let's see if we can get somebody to pick up our order. We'll pay 5% over, which in my opinion, again, for non-KYC sats, it's pretty damn good. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hit create order. And this is going to get us started here. And what we need to do here is we need to lock up some sats via a Lightning payment. Now, why are we doing this? What's the deal? If I want to buy Bitcoin, why am I sending Bitcoin here? This is to prevent spam. So if you just had it open, people could create all kinds of orders, and they could maybe try and bump the market in certain directions because there's no economic consequence to do that. However, here, this makes that, even though it's not a lot of sats, it does make that more expensive if you were going to try and fill up an order book with spoof orders, meaning orders that will never actually be filled. So all I'm going to do, and this is why I have Blue Wallet currently open, is I'm going to go and I'm going to hit copy to clipboard. Then over in Blue Wallet, which we have open here, I'm going to hit send. I'm just going to paste in the invoice here. You can see here, it brings up 1,160 sats. It's about 48 cents. Okay, so that's fine. I'm going to hit pay. There we go. First step is done. And it says be patient while robots check the book. It might take some time. This box will ring once a robot takes your order. Please note that if your premium is excessive or your currency or payment methods are not popular, your order might expire untaken. Okay, this order expires in 24 hours from the moment that it's placed. And let's see here, we can enable Telegram notifications. Now, when I do this, I'm going to show you here. I'm going to hit enable. This is going to open a new window or a new tab. And it says, hey, we're going to go ahead and start chatting with this Telegram bot. However, in Tor, it won't automatically open up your Telegram client on your desktop. So if you want to do that, you just copy this URL, you open up another browser, and that will prompt it to open up your own Telegram. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm going to have this window open the whole time. But we will come back when somebody takes this offer. Okay, so we now have a taker or somebody willing to take my offer, and we see a change on the screen here, and I need to submit an invoice for 1,116,346 sats, which is a calculation of $50 minus a 5% premium on buying Bitcoin. So over here in Blue Wallet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit receive, and then I'm going to type out exactly that number, 116,346, and make sure that it is exact. All right. I can put in a description if I choose, and I'm going to create the invoice. Now at this point, of course, a QR code will be generated, and then down below, I can just tap to copy this to clipboard, and then I will just simply paste in that invoice right here. Alternatively, there is a button to scan a QR code. If you're using a mobile wallet, you can do that, and then I just simply hit submit. All right, and now I'm in a chat with the seller. I can see they've just connected, and I can just start a chat and work through everything with them. So what we're doing right now is basically we discussed the terms. I went ahead, bought an Amazon gift card for $50, and then within this chat communicated the redemption code to that individual. And actually, here we go. We see on the screen that everything has gone through. The chat has automatically closed afterwards, and I can see in Blue Wallet that the sats have come through. I now have that Bitcoin. I can give a little rating here if I so choose. And then I can go ahead and I can hit start again. And I'm right back to the main screen. Same avatar. If I want to do another deal, but I want a different one, I can start over. And we're going to go ahead and go to the opposite side of the order book. We're going to sell some Bitcoin now. All right, let's talk selling Bitcoin. Once again, of course, you can view the book. And you can say through the drop down, I want to sell. And this shows all the people willing to buy Bitcoin from individuals and their payment methods. So I can see, like, if I want to receive something via Revolut or Amazon gift card in euros, Amazon gift card in USD. What else we got here? We've got some people from Brazil, Europe. What is that? Argentina. So there's a lot of options on here. But if you don't see what you're looking for, of course, as we did last time, we can make an order. So I'm going to do that right now. And make an order. I would like to sell some Bitcoin, and I'm going to do it in Canadian dollars. And this time I'm going to sell, again, $50 worth of Canadian. And I'm going to choose Interac e-transfer. Now, again, this will, of course, if somebody's e-transferring me, they're going to be sending to an email address, which isn't as bad in terms of privacy, but there is kind of a linkage of bank information that goes through there that could be referred to, but this information is between myself and the person that will be buying Bitcoin from me. So if you're okay with that, then e-transfer, things like that will be okay. But yeah, I will do again, kind of 5%, seems to be pretty consistent and works. And I will leave that, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create the order. Perfect. Once again, we're going to be locking some sats, so it's a small percentage of it. So I'm going to copy to the clipboard, go over to Blue Wallet. We'll hit send. We will paste in, and we're going to hit pay. All right. So that order is now public. If I want to enable Telegram notifications, all good. And we will just wait for somebody to show up. We'll be back when they do. This one ended up getting snapped up fast. I turned off the camera and there was somebody already there. So this is awesome. What I need to do is lock up some sats as collateral, which will be sent to the individual if they come through with the e-transfer. Okay, so what we see now is we need to add some collateral here. This time I'm going to be using Muun Wallet just to give an example of using a phone wallet here. So I've got my Muun Wallet with some sats in it. I'm just going to open up scan so that the camera's going. I'm going to scan this invoice and it's going to load the payment details. It says, hey, you're sending this amount of sats here. I'm going to go ahead and hit send. All right, off it went. Should update on the screen momentarily. There we go. And now we're into the chat and we'll work everything out with this individual and get things set up. So off screen here, we figured out everything. The individual sent me an e-transfer, which I checked my bank and saw it arrive. So the dollars are in my hands. Right now, the Bitcoin is still sitting in escrow until I confirm here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit confirm down below. And it says, confirming that you received the fiat will finalize the trade. The Satoshis in escrow will be released to the buyer. Only confirm after Canadian dollars has arrived in your account. In addition, if you receive Canadian dollars and do not confirm the receipt, you risk losing your bond. So I'll hit confirm here. And off we go. I think the person said something really nice right before it went off. But again, we can give a rating and everything looks fantastic. It says your maker bond was unlocked. So those initial sats that we deposited are now unlocked back to our original wallet. And everything is good. I sold some sats, got Canadian dollars. We did the opposite with US dollars and an Amazon gift card. And here we go. So what happens if you run into issues on the platform? Well, there are a couple that could potentially happen, and there are ways that they are resolved. So first off, if somebody is not truthful in what is going on during the process, you can open a dispute. You may have seen that little button that I could click down below at any point. When you open a dispute, somebody on the team at Robosats will independently take a look at everything. You'll be able to have a chat, present your side of the case, provide any screenshots of anything that has happened, and then they will release the Bitcoin into the escrow or into the hands of whoever has proven their case. Now, another thing that can happen is if you create a redemption invoice and it's unable to send to you. So like if you're buying Bitcoin and the invoice that you provided for a certain amount, if it can't find a route. And I had that happen when I was testing the other day where the inbound liquidity was not set up properly. What will happen is it will try every 5 minutes for 3 times. So a total of 15 minutes. If after 3 attempts over 15 minutes, it cannot route a payment to you, it will allow you to post another invoice for the same amount of sats from a different Lightning wallet. So really simply, it'll keep on trying until you find a wallet in which you can receive those funds. So all in all, you know, not too many things that can go wrong here, but just so you know, there are routes that you can go if you run into issues. One other thing that you may want to consider in terms of things like Amazon gift cards, I mentioned that I purchased the gift cards in US dollars. And this is because if you have an Amazon account, you can actually go to international websites and buy Amazon gift cards in that particular currency. But just be aware that those gift cards are only redeemable for the store in that jurisdiction. So if somebody has a Canadian dollar gift card, they can't redeem it on the American Amazon website. They have to go on the Canadian website and purchase something from there. Okay. So if you're setting up an offer, or if you see an offer, perhaps if you see somebody selling Bitcoin for a euro Amazon gift card, you as an individual can log on to the European Amazon website with the same credentials you already have, and then purchase an Amazon gift card with your regular credit card that will be denominated in euros, and then use that to pay for sats on Robosats. Just know though, if anything goes wrong in there, you're kind of you know, and you can't actually make the purchase, then you're kind of stuck with that denominated card. You'll have to make an offer and then give it to somebody from there. Nonetheless, another great option in terms of getting sats, non-KYC. So I've got to say, for such a new project, like this is maybe a couple months old, I think, at the time of recording this video, this is a great resource. Like if you just want to get your hands on some Bitcoin, non-KYC, the spread is really not that bad, like 5%, you know, averaging 5.5% or so. That's pretty good for non-KYC sats. And this was very easy to use. You know, once you have your Tor browser up and you go to the website, it just works right away. You don't have to set up an account or anything. You just have to have a Bitcoin Lightning wallet with a few sats in it. So, you know, like probably a couple thousand sats just in case, so that you can deposit, so that you for that spam filter. Outside of that, you know, all you need is the website and a Lightning wallet. I also, again, to note, I really like that everything is done via Lightning, because you're not sitting around waiting for confirmations. Everything's basically instantaneous. On top of that, they do have a good number of options for payment, like fiat payment. And I think, in my experience, the Amazon gift cards are pretty universal and easy for people from around the globe to utilize as a payment method. So that's a positive thing as well. And a lot of people shop on Amazon, so that's very easy. Again, I hope that this video gets more people, gets more eyeballs on this, and hopefully we'll see that the liquidity books start to build up. And kudos to the guys at Robosats. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please do hit like, subscribe, share, all those things, super important. They really do help get these videos in front of more eyeballs. If you want to help the show in another way, you can always hit up the previously mentioned sponsors down below. Shakepay, LEDN, Bitrefill, Keystone, BillFodl, they're all in the show notes here. And if you really liked what you saw, you can always drop me a Bitcoin tip at my Strike page. That is strike.me/BTC sessions. When you head there, you type in any amount you like, you hit the tip button, you will be greeted with a Lightning invoice, or if you tap the arrow to the right, a regular Bitcoin QR code. With that, I am out. Have yourselves a wonderful day or evening wherever you may be. See you guys next time for your daily session.
Hodl the Bitcoin.